So this is where it gets real, and this is where it gets real for the viewers here too. Because Matt, you've gone through a lot, and with the smoking thing, there's a question I'm going to ask you, and this is going to be the hardest question that I'll ask you in this interview. Matt, what's going to happen if you don't quit smoking?
I'll end up on a ventilator maybe, and die. And leave my family with the heartache.
Do you want to share with us just a little bit about some of the stuff in the hospital that has happened recently, or your trips to the hospital that are mostly a result of your smoking?
Being intubated so many times, laying there with a tube in your throat, slobbering on yourself, mouthing words that nobody can really understand. It's a lonely place. It's a region in the shadow of death. It's a horrible.
And as you saw from the very first video, Matt's putting himself to a challenge, a 30-day challenge to quit smoking. And Matt, we set ourselves up for this challenge last time we talked, and we're meeting again for the second time. Do you want to share with us what happened after you started the challenge?
Well, I started how long ago?
You started 7 days ago.
7 days ago. And for the first 4 days, I didn't think I could do it. I struggled with smoking for the first 4 days, and thought it was going to be impossible. And then I just decided, actually I met with my mom, and she said we'd restart it because she had had some wine, and hers is not to drink. So the next day I just put my mind to it. It's been 3 days.
And Matt, last week we talked about starting this 30-day program to quit smoking by doing some small steps in order to achieve that bigger goal that we have to quit smoking in 30 days.
Well, the Nick Rag guns helped a bit, the psychology of it. Talking to my mom, seeing the earnest desire in her for me to stop, and just making up my mind to say no to I don't know, just gotta keep saying no, be positive, think about the benefits of not smoking, because smoking really has no benefits. But to be off them, to achieve 3 days, 7 days, 3 weeks, for the 6 months that I quit, it got that I forgot about smoking. And I just would live my normal life. And I was in a lot better frame of mind and health and everything. So just thinking about what it's like to have a cigarette, and feeding that demon inside or whatever, that hunger, and just thinking what it does to your body. That's helped me not to do it.
And if you've watched the first two videos, you'll know that Matt Proctor's in the middle of a 30-day challenge to quit smoking and save his life.
It's been it's been a really hard struggle. I have been smoking. I gave my smokes away today so that I wouldn't smoke. I thought I could do it. I thought if I really set my mind to it, it would be easy, but it's not as easy as I thought it would be.
So Matt, would you like to just share with us what's going on this week with your challenge?
It's been a really difficult struggle. It's been a really hard time not smoking.
Yeah.
It seems I went for about 2.5 days, and it seems that it's just hard.
Yeah.
Hard thing to break.
Yeah.
Someone was telling me to do the hardest thing I ever do.
Yep.
It's quit smoking.
Yep.
It's been a real struggle.
Tell us about some of the action steps that you've done to replace the habit.
Well, when I go on my computer, I can go on my computer for like 3 hours and not even think of a smoke. Or else when I watch television, it's still there pretty strong. The gum helps, the Nick Rag gum helps.
Yep.
I don't know.
Yep. So some of those things are working, and we're going to continue to show how replacing the habit will work in this process, because it's something that you can use as a tool going forward.
I'm realizing that God loves me where I am, and He has only the best things for me. And I realized for smoking that if you believe that you can't do it, then you never will. Quitting, that is. But if you can build up the momentum and the belief to believe in yourself and trust God to deliver you, or else work on it in a way that, well, yeah, like beliefs around why you do it, you know, because one is it's an addiction. It's also a habit. Where you do it, when you're a smoker, everywhere you go, you smoke. It seems like if I go for coffee, I'm gonna have a smoke. If I go to the bar to have a soda pop, I'm gonna have a smoke. Then there's the replacement.
Yeah.
To find something to replace the habit of smoking, to something that will
Okay. So you want to replace the habit of smoking.
something empowering.
Empowering. Oh,
Something that will
excellent.
empower me, not just to replace it, but it empower me to live a fuller life.
Awesome. Cool. So you're really just targeting the formula that we're using, which is burr, right? So we always ask you, how's your burr going, Matt?
I'm working on burr,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. And the colder it gets, the more burr you have to work on, right? That's cool. So today we talked a lot about beliefs, and in our session today we're going to talk a little bit more about beliefs. And it's important to believe in all of this stuff, isn't it? And to believe in yourself, and to identify those underlying beliefs that are holding you back from being the person that you want to be, and from having that vision and having that dream to accomplish that goal. So part of environments is what we do today. What we do together is we work together on those goals. In my belief, being a coach, I believe that when you set a dream and when you set a goal or an aspiration, that you are 100 times more likely of achieving that goal or aspiration when you have people alongside of you that are also vouching for you, that are in your corner, that are standing beside you, that believe the same things in you. And sometimes they believe more for you than you believe in yourself, and that helps raise you up. And to be associated in that kind of environment, that's the empowerment that we've been talking about so much. So yeah, today we just wanted to share this refreshing update with Matt's progress as he's looking to quit smoking to save his life. Today we're going to be talking about how Matt has quit smoking. Woohoo! All right, that's awesome, Matt.
It's been 17 days.
It's been 17 days.
Yeah, and I know that this time for quitting, I did it on my own desire. I decided that I didn't want to end up in the I decided I didn't want to end up in the hospital again. And I was on the road to go in there, and I decided that I just had to do it for myself. For a while there, it had been that I didn't want to smoke anymore, and I just couldn't seem to get over it. And I finally made the decision. It's been 17 days.
Awesome.
You know, and you just have to persevere, be diligent not to smoke, right?
Yeah.
And my bird believing that I could do it was a big thing. My environment, I haven't changed much. I still go out for coffee and go outside lots. And you just really have to make the decision, the reckoning of the will or whatever, that you're not going to do it, and then you're good.
Awesome, awesome. So tell me a little bit more about burr. We've talked a lot in our sessions about beliefs, environments, and replacing. So you said, tell me more, just to open up so people can understand how beliefs have helped you.
Well,
like your belief in self, belief that you can do it, you know, your belief system.
I asked God to help me with the belief part. I realized that if I believed in myself, believed that I could quit, and believed in myself, and just, I don't know, just thought, you know, I can do this, and just put it into practice, and believed that I could quit smoking instead of doubting and saying, oh, I'll try and quit, or oh, this, like, you know, or I'll quit later. You just have to believe that you can do it and set your mind to it.
Awesome. So Matt, I just want to ask you, and this is where I'm coming from my heart. One thing about Matt is that I have always found that he comes from his heart all the time. So Matt, as we've done some of our coaching together, how has living with an abundance mindset helped you in any way?
There's a lot to see and do in the world, but a lot of the abundance comes from within, because that's where our spirit is. If the things we believe in life shape who we are, so if we believe that we have an abundance of, say, love, an abundance of goodness, and that will manifest itself, and we'll be able to live in a higher way.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That's so cool. Matt, we've shared so much. We've had so many opportunities to share. And one of the things that I can say truly about you is that you're a giver. You have an aspiration to give from your heart. And that's why you even do this stuff. Well, it's why you even speak and you share from your heart, because it's a place to be vulnerable. And you would agree, and we've talked about this, that life hasn't always been fair for you. Far from it. Yeah. But one of the things that I've seen you grow from over here to over here, it's been absolutely amazing to see your journey as you've grown from somebody with a lot of scarcity in your mindset to somebody who has a ton of abundance in your mindset. Like, I mean, a ton of it. And without that mindset, Matt, let's just be real, you could be dead right now.
Absolutely, totally.
You know, so you want to share a little bit about that? I know you shared about that.
Gotta think of the words here.
Yeah.
Do you mean from the mornings and stuff?
Yeah.
I just mean from living that way.
Just by living with abundance, yeah.
Because you're basically impoverished inside poverty. To have the abundance can be a lifesaver, because you see past the pain of the impoverished part of you, and you reach out to take hold of something more.
Mm-hmm.
And it gives you a reason to live, it gives you hope, and you overcome.
Yeah.
You see that there's good within and without, and you find purpose. That's something I'm still searching for a lot. There's a lot more purpose and meaning, even though, like I said in my speech, because of my family and friends, and because of you mainly, and of course my family, I've come so far in the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Like, it's amazing. Like, I still struggle, but having that ability to see the good, even in the hardship, the abundance in the poverty, is pretty great. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Does that make sense, everybody? Yes. Everybody get that? Everybody get that? Matt had a journey, and my story with his journey is going to be a little bit different than his story. My story is that I want results when I coach. I want results now. That's sort of my attitude, but I realize as well in that results don't always come now. So you got to be real with it, right? So with our coaching, it took a year till one of our goals really happened. Over a year, actually, eh? The smoke, yeah. And I had to go and sit beside him in the hospital, and I had tons of compassion for this guy. And you know, it was tough for me on a different side. This is my story. Because I just wanted him to figure this thing. I just wanted him to succeed because I saw so much in him. I saw the inspiration in him. I saw the gifts that he had. I saw how he could just make such a massive difference and share like he's sharing to people. But it took a little bit. So sometimes for you, it might take you a little bit as well. But I challenge you to go for it. To start thinking about abundance as a regular thing. And I'm going to do a quick exercise with you that's going to be awesome. And Matt, you like this exercise, eh? It's abundance visualization. You ready to do it again? Awesome. You want to give Matt a round of applause just for having the courage.